Hello everybody. So I'm looking at the health sector and I'm covering 3 different topics. Your first topic will be a program called the Centralized Chronic Medication Dispensing and Distribution. It's the CCMDD, and this program is for those that depend on government issued chronic medication. So the second reel, traveling with prescription medication. And then lastly, the third topic is South African medication classification, and that's the different schedules of drugs that you get, and there's a brief overview. So if you're only interested in one of these subjects, just follow my timeline. All you need to do is click and you'll hop straight into that particular topic. Then let's get started. Hello everybody. So this reel is specifically for those that depend on the government health scheme and depending on the government issued chronic medication. So you need to be aware of the CCMDD scheme, which stands for Centralized Chronic Medication Dispensing and Distribution. So we're looking at chronic conditions such as diabetes, high blood pressure, or HIV that can be managed. Government has taken the initiative to make it accessible for those that need it, and all you need to do is register for this free and convenient service. What it means for you is that you don't have to sit in those endless queues that takes 3 to 4 hours just to get your medication. You can collect at convenient points within your local area. Requirements to be able to register for the service is you have to go to your nearest government hospital. And what you would need is, first, you would need a valid South African identity document or an asylum seeker permit or your foreign passport. Secondly, you have to be stable on the medication that you've been receiving. Third thing, only certain types of conditions can register for the service. Number 4, critical conditions requiring high doses will not qualify for this program. And then the 5th one, a checkup booking after every 6 months is necessary to have your script renewed in this manner. We're going to look at the process to follow when you at your hospital or clinic appointment. First, front desk will hand you your hospital file as well as the standard prescription form, which you need to then hand to your physician when he sees you. This is where you need to inform the staff that you want to register for the CCMDD scheme. They will hand you 3 different types of documentation pertaining to the scheme. So the first one will be a CCMDD prescription form. The second form is the physician's consent form. And then the third form is actually the list of participating pharmacies in the region where you can collect your medication. The pharmacist will register you on that CCMDD program. You take your identification and the CCMDD collection card with you when you need to collect your medication. I hope this makes things clearer for you. Best of luck, everybody. So what do you need to know when you travel with prescription medication? So as an airline passenger, you may carry on and check in your prescription medication. These medications will be inspected by security to ensure that there's no prohibited items that have been concealed. Ensure that you do have your medication prescription on hand. Should that be asked for, and there is a possibility that you can be asked to taste your medication in the presence of security personnel. So let's look at the safeguards first. Check that your chosen airline's regulations regarding prescription medications and the quantity, very important, that quantity, that you have that before you travel. Secondly, carry on medication and medical equipment. Now we're looking at needles and syringes, must be in the original, correctly labeled packaging. Always have a copy of your prescription and the doctor's letter stating your medical condition. If something happens to you, you've got that. That is a huge safeguard. Then the last one is check your medication's expiry dates so that it is valid whilst you're abroad. The last one, pack extra medication in your suitcase. Should you lose your hand luggage or your suitcase, vice versa, will still have some medication. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for listening. Hello everybody. Facts regarding South Africa's medication classification. Medicines are not obtainable over the counter. You need to actually see a doctor to get a script for those type of medicine. Those medicines are classified according to schedules. So this classification system depicts the medication's level of risks and benefits. And as the risk increases, so does the schedule. Schedule 0 to 2. These are the type of medications that's relatively safe to use, and they do not require a prescription, as they just treat minor illness that can be self-diagnosed. Second one, Schedule 3 to 6 prescription drugs may only be prescribed by a registered physician. Repeat prescriptions are restricted to 6 months only, except in an emergency where the pharmacist can sell a Schedule 3 or 4 substance once off for a maximum of 30 days. Schedule 5, repeat prescriptions going beyond 6 months are permitted. However, it is tightly controlled. Schedule 6 are not available on repeat prescriptions and limited to a 30-day supply at most. Schedule 7 use is prohibited, as it's not recognized for medical use, but rather for scientific studies. Now, the highest scheduled drug in South Africa is Schedule 8, and that can only be obtained with special permission. I hope that makes things a bit clearer for you. Thank you.